live on my phone. Hey Twitch chat, how's it going? All right, hey guys, what's up? All right, we're gonna go in there and see Jackson. Oh, you'll bring the stuff in here? Did you want to bring the stuff in here to do the intro?
What are you talking about?
On the DIY set? What do you mean, what are you talking
I
about?
fucking hate this guy.
What do you mean?
Some cool looking RAM, actually.
You don't even need this mic right now, because we're on just the phone.
Should I add, like, I'm going to do a video one day where I'm going to have every single mic on me.
Ooh, he's just going to load up mics. Hey guys, how's it going? So we're doing a little bit of a different start to our stream. So we have a video we're working on that needs a different intro than we normally do. So we're going to be going into the DIY set, which is in the other room, to start the intro. And then where does it say Where does it say we're still going to Micro Center? Because we're not still driving the Micro Center. I updated those titles.
Wait, we're not?
That's crazy.
Do we have DDR5?
Oh yeah, the Go Live notification says we're driving to Micro Center. Yeah, that's not what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
We're not. The title will tell you a different story. Trust the title.
Let me go grab some DDR5 from the back.
Don't worry about that live notification. Don't worry about it. But yeah, what we're doing again is we're going to film an intro for a video. We're doing a DDR3 build in 2026 because, you know, RAM market might as well. We're kind of seeing what the top of the line DDR3 CPU, like the 4790K, what can that thing do with a modern GPU? So we're doing that video. Jackson is throwing together some stuff for it. This thing just keeps wanting to turn on me, doesn't it? And that's why I'm recording on me phone, because we're going to do something a little different for the intro. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. By the way, exclamation point giveaway. If you are on YouTube right now, I can't see you right now on this chat, but if somebody could test, there is a bot now on YouTube chat that should work. Exclamation point giveaway. All it really does is tell you to go to the Twitch stream, but also it links you to the giveaway section of the website. So if there's anyone here who could test that for me, that'd be sick. Update on the podcast room. We can show you guys that a little bit later.
I got about $180 worth of supplies today.
Yeah, so we're in the finish line for the main part of it. And then the artwork is the last thing that's going to be sorted out. That's going to be a little bit later down the line. But in terms of getting the podcast set up, like actually up and running, we should be getting there.
It'll definitely be, unless there's something just insane that happens, like I'm hospitalized for a reason that I don't foresee, it'll be done before we do our 48-hour stream. So we'll be able to actually, first of all, have that whole room nice and empty, but also be able to maybe use that podcast head to show you guys what it's all about.
All right.
Okay.
Jackson's a gooner, says someone in chat. All right.
I've gooned quite a bit in my day.
He gooned. According to the dimensions of a galaxy.
We foresee that you've gooned a lot, sir.
Okay. All right, so mic good. All right, guys, it's behind the scenes on a different set.
You know what? Theory. Jonah's part of the reason that we do everything the same. Think about you and I, the sides. We never used to care about that.
Jonah, you're done.
I'm just saying,
Jonah, you're cooked.
for the person who doesn't like repetition, you sure like repetition.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
It's
All right.
true.
So you got DDR4 and DDR5. All right, so the idea is you start,
Yep.
and you'll say, you know, for the last 10 years, you know, we've been building modern systems with DDR4 and DDR5 RAM. But given the current market, we think that there could be a reason to go back in time. And then I can say this is DDR3 RAM, which we were using literally before we were building PCs. And yeah, then I'm gonna throw it. We can cut, so just maybe after each part, you know, pause.
For the last 10 years, we have been building modern gaming PCs with DDR4 and DDR5 memory, but we think going back in time in this given market might be a decent option to consider when building a gaming PC.
This right here is DDR3 RAM, which is something that Matt and I were building with well over 10 years ago when we were starting out YouTube and before that. And we think that it might be time to give it another chance since the market hasn't quite caught up with DDR3 pricing. And then, so you can say, actually, let's go to the set now.
Okay, all right.
And that's where you're gonna say, so our mission was to find the best
CPU available on DDR3.
Yep.
We're going to put a GPU with it that most likely will...
So yeah, and I don't want there to be like a lead up to a sponsor, especially since now
Yes.
we know we can do Java nice and easy.
Yep.
So yeah, it's like we set out on a mission to find the best DDR3 CPU that made sense for the price. And
thank you for the biddies.
thank you. Here, and actually, just to switch things up, I'm gonna have the camera look closer to you.
Okay. Guys, we'll leave it like this until we're done with this intro and stuff.
It won't take too long. Okay. All right. So, actually, I was gonna do my handheld.
Oh god, don't even.
Don't do that. Fuck yeah, shit.
Oh my god.
Okay. What is happening over here?
We're just getting bits thrown at us.
Thank you. It's Nubasaur going insane.
Thank you, Nubasaur.
It's my glitch. Thank you all. Go Gadget. All right. So, you know, our mission today was to try to find the best bang for buck DDR3 CPU on the market.
Would it be bang for buck or the peak? Because I think...
Yeah, do the peak.
Yeah.
It just adds something where it's like, or I guess you don't even need to do within reason. We'll say that later.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want to see the fucking stupid comments of, you know that there's extreme CPUs, or you know 6th gen can do both, and it's like, yeah, but...
Alright, you're gonna get... Chad, you're gonna get muted.
You're gonna get muted.
You're gonna get muted.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for the biddies.
Okay. Alright, I need to dial back. Alright, so we set out to find the best DDR3 CPU that we could find, which ended up being, one that we're really familiar with back in the day, i7 4790K.
We're going to build a gaming PC around it to see...
We're going to build a gaming PC with some modern parts to kind of see what the ceiling of the DDR3 platform is.
Would you want to add, I was thinking it'd be fun, because we've actually made comments of it, putting a modern Gen 5 card in there, like a 5060, as like a follow-up benchmark. It's kind of like...
We could do that for maybe like another 2 games or something towards the end of the benchmark run.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, no, I'd be down to do that. And then, I'm trying to think after your line. And then I guess I could come back in if you want to go handheld and be like, we were able to put this build together for just $400, and
obviously they don't make DDR3 new anymore.
Yeah, so that's why we had to go to the used market. And this is the premium ad one that we're filming here.
Yeah.
So we could just do that basically if we wanted to.
Well, that's the one we have to do a skit. Like we have to do a skit.
Okay.
Remember like the last one we did with the what's it called?
Yes. Yeah, I was just trying to think if there's a way we could just do a skit.
I didn't have one.
If we don't have one planned,
I do not
that's
have
fine.
one planned yet.
I'm trying to think of a good segue then that we know will work, so we don't have to worry about. I really don't want to have to refilm it. I'd rather just like get a good generic one then. So maybe, and that's why we decided, to go with the. Or that's what we didn't decide. We had to go with the used market, and that's where Java came into play. And I can just pause there.
Perfect.
So then we'll just need to remember whenever we do the ad.
Yes.
All right. So do you got your part?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Wait, so last line that I said was...
Last
line you said was, we think DDR3... I don't even remember what your last line was.
I'm forgetting too. Basically, you're going to start off by saying... so what we decided to do in today's video was find the best DDR3 CPU that we could.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
So in today's video, we tried to find the best DDR3 CPU we could, the i7 4790K, to fully see, can you utilize DDR3 memory with a CPU like this and actually game in 2026?
All right. And then just leave that going. Now, of course, the fun part with going with DDR3 in such an old platform is you have to go with the used market to get the best bang for buck, and that's why today... Was I going to say Java? I guess I can, right?
You can say Java, it's not going to move.
That's why today...
I would
that's
try
why I
not...
decided to go with Java.
The only way I would say is, I don't know if I would say that's why we decided to go with Java, since in the video we are going to say we bought the stuff on eBay.
That's why we should look.
That's what I was saying, trying that segue I was telling you about of like, that's why when we tell people to buy used, it's always a good idea to look at multiple websites, like today's sponsor.
Okay, yeah. Now, of course, with DDR3 being so old in this overall platform, it's really good to look at multiple used platforms. I don't like I said platform twice. Now, of course, with DDR3 being so old and also just the platform in general, we had to go used, and that's why we suggest looking at multiple marketplaces. Should I say?
Like today's sponsor, Java. Or can you do it differently?
I was trying to think, or could I say, and that's why we're going to tell you about Java or something like that, or?
And that's why we're going to tell you about one of our favorites, Java.
And that's why we're going to tell you about one of our favorite. Can I say sponsor? Should I say sponsor? Or should I say our favorite place, Java?
You can just say favorite place.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
And that's why we're going to tell you about our favorite place, Java. All right.
Cool. This is behind the scenes. You see everything. Actually, I haven't even switched over yet.
Chat, does this video feel pretty different so far? Do you guys feel like you know our next move, or are you like, what's going to happen now?
What is going to happen? I don't know.
I know I'd be questioning. I'd be like, what are they going to do next? Because this feels weird. Okay, so then Java happens, and that's what, a minute? 45?
It's a minute.
Okay, about a minute. And so far we're probably only about it's probably only about 30 to 35 seconds in, plus the minutes, about a minute and 30 in. So we're looking pretty good so far. And I'm trying to think if we can do. Jonah he was trying to leave yesterday without getting parts B-roll, by the way. But he got it.
Cool.
And he offloaded to my knowledge. I told him to.
Okay.
So we got that. So we could do, maybe now talk about, let's do the...
maybe more of like a rundown of like what...
I'll say like what the S7, yep.
The core, the whole thing's the combo. So I can record you talking about the combo you got, the CPU, release date info would be good.
And then we could just go straight, I can do that. And then Jonah had an interesting point yesterday where he was like, the focus of the video isn't like the case, it's not the hard drive, it's really just the CPU and the GPU realistically.
Yeah.
So I could tell people about the CPU when it was released, blah, blah. And then you could go straight into the GPU. And then we could maybe even go back and forth on the unimportant parts where it's like, so for the case we got this, and then it'd be like, we decided to throw a little extra storage because it only came with 256 gig. We had a 1 terabyte hard drive, you can get it for $12 on eBay or Java.
I guess the biggest thing is when we're talking about the CPU part, we're talking about the RAM too.
Yeah, I'll mention. Yeah, okay. So the 4790K Devil's Canyon, such a good name. 4-core 8-thread, 4 gigahertz up to 4.4 gigahertz boost. Count 2014, max wattage of 88.
You guys should have done Friday the 13th build. Well, we didn't really plan ahead for a spooky build. Happy Friday the 13th for the DDR3 build. Yeah, that's the scary part, is that DDR3 is what you got to build with. That's the spooky stuff. None of our content is script for script. So anytime you watch a PCBros video, we're not reading from a script. We've done better about having like outlines for certain things if it's going to be a little bit different. For the most part, it's just we know what the video is going to be about. We have key specs, we run with it. So what we're doing here is we're trying to take what would normally have been like a normal kind of PCBros video where it was like, hey, we're building a DDR3, we're using the best CPU we can from DDR3, and then we're gonna slap in GPU and everything and benchmark. And the formula is pretty normal. So it normally would be like intro the parts, build the PC, benchmark it, in the video. You guys know that formula, I've been doing it for a long time, but we're trying to do something a little bit different with it, how the video flows, just to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, just to add a little bit of, we do release videos almost daily or every couple of days, so just try to break up the normal flow that you guys are used to.
Is this scaring you, chat?
It takes longer to film, but I think every so often it can be worth it. So we'll see though, we'll see. The numbers won't lie. All right. Okay, I got a tech power-up article here. I can honestly we can use some of Jonah's B-roll.
Yep.
Start off, if you want to go handheld, start off with me for a little second, and then I'll start reading from my phone.
Yep.
And do you feel like I should go ahead and say what I paid for this combo and say it was eBay? Even though it's right for Java, or should I say we got this on the used to market?
I would just say body
Okay.
use would be the best way to do it.
Maybe at some point we can squeeze eBay in like in the benchmark or something where it's like, we got this combo on eBay, by the way, or something like that. Okay. And this was 179 buckaroonies. All right. So you remember how we told you the used marketplace is the way to go, and we got this entire combo used, and this is something that's pretty common. A lot of people will upgrade their system with a new motherboard, CPU, RAM, and then they'll just take the old stuff out and literally sell it as is. I see it all the time, every single day when I'm shopping, and I think you can find some really good price to performance, and we paid $179 for this. This is the i7 4790K under a Arctic cooler that's not quite a tower cooler, it's kind of just like a high profile air cooler, so probably could have a little bit better performance with the tower cooler, but we're gonna try to run this. We got this very beautiful looking RAM. This is actually some older, is it Gil? Yeah. This is actually some older Gil RAM. They're 4 gigs a piece, so we got 16 gigs total. It is gonna be dual channel, even though there's 4 sticks, but it looks really nice, you gotta admit, unlike DDR5 where you can't have more than 2 sticks really. And then this motherboard's actually a pretty high-end board. It's a Gigabyte Z97X SLI, so that used to be a big selling thing back in the day, was you can run multiple graphics cards, but it also came with one last thing, and that was this little NVMe down here. This, what is it, Western Digital? With this little NVMe down here, this is a Western Digital 256 gig SSD. We're going to be adding an extra drive, and I'll talk about in a minute, but 179 bucks for this whole entire combo just to buy 32 gigs, not 32. Just to buy 16 gigs of DDR5 right now, it'll cost more than this whole combo did.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to talk about, or you want me to talk about the CPU, or are we just kind of...
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's actually, okay, all right. Don't forget this. Since I did that a little bit different, I'll talk about the CPU, since that's kind of like the focus.
Yeah.
Do what I just did, where you talk about everything else, and then come back to the GPU, I think.
Okay.
Since that's kind of like the other selling point, is basically kind of quickly go over everything, but then come back to the GPU and be like, we chose this GPU because we wanted something that was PCIe Gen 3, which is the limit of this board, but we wanted almost the top of what we think the CPU and board could support.
Okay.
Maybe talk about how the GPU came out so much longer after the CPU did, but it could still be an ideal pairing, we don't know yet.
Okay.
Blah, blah, keep them on their toes, you know? All right.
Do we know if Jonah took off this cooler for any B-roll?
Probably not, so we can
Okay.
get some. I'm gonna do thermal paste, so. So let's talk a little more about the i7 4790K. It is a 4-core, 8-thread processor that came out all the way back in 2014. It's socket LGA 1150. It has a max TDP of Intel's rated 88 watts, and it actually has a base. Is that a base frequency? That wouldn't be base, would it? Operates if, okay. The CPU by default operates at 4 gigahertz, and it can boost up to 4.4 gigahertz. So actually fairly well in the modern standard. Anything else that's important about it? It's end of life. Oh, the launch price is kind of funny.
You could say launch price, and then one thing to tie in would be, and as you guys can see, the top of the line for DDR3 is a lower core count than we're used to. A 4-core, 8-thread.
Yeah, okay. And it's pretty crazy. The CPU launch price was $350 back in 2014. And obviously this is a little bit less cores and threads than we normally are used to. Usually we're going with things like newer i7s that are like 20-core, 20-thread, or i5s that are 12-core, 16-thread, and crazy stuff like that. So this is going to be more like a modern i3 to our knowledge, but there could be some hidden performance here. And the main thing is the fact that we spent $400 on a fully custom-built PC.
And then I'll talk about the other stuff.
And then here's the, if you'd like to familiarize yourself with anything there.
Okay, so I'll start with...
Oh, and I didn't even think about, we have to tie in that I sold the I forgot a 960 came with this combo too.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Make it funny, just be like, Jackson totally forgot because he sold it all before we got it.
So when you were talking about the combo, did you say 109 or did you say the full price?
I said 179.
179?
The full price.
Okay.
Which included a GPU.
Okay. And then we took $32 off
The
selling it.
2070, yeah.
Okay.
So just be like, one thing Jackson forgot about because he literally sold it before. So I literally took, and I have video of it. I took screenshots from this person's listing of the Zotac
what's going on in
960.
Zoji, mess with chat a bit.
Is it
Blah,
in
blah,
Jedi?
blah. Ban this dude. What's in Jedi doing? No giveaway today? I'm out. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just in Jedi being
That's in
goofy.
Jedi, guys. Come on.
Let him be goofy.
Yeah, make it funny. Just make something funny where it's like Jackson just literally
But then
forgot.
I'm doing all the parts first and coming back to the GPU. Wasn't that the plan? Or do you want me to go ahead and start the GPU now?
Just be like Jackson forgot one thing in the combo, because I was talking about the combo and I forgot the GPUs in the combo, and there will be screenshots of that, and people probably will be like, "Wait, what happened to the GPU?"
Okay.
So it's a 960 that I sold for $30, and you
$32
can
on here.
yeah, and you can say he literally took screenshots from their listing before, like when I bought it, I took screenshots, listed it, and as soon as it got here, it was already sold, so then I just shipped it.
Now, the funny thing that Jackson forgot to talk about is that this combo came with a graphics card. It came with the GTX 960, which Jackson actually, once we bought this combo, took the images from that listing, listed it on eBay, and sold it for $32 to even up our price performance of this build, because the 960 wasn't going to cut it to test this platform, and we'll talk about that GPU here in a second. We have all the footage here on screen of Jackson shipping it, setting up the order, getting everything fulfilled. So we did actually get that money back. This isn't us just estimating the actual value of that graphics card. We got that off the cost of this build.
Hopefully that person didn't send the card back.
They may return it. If they return it, then price performance going down.
Title change.
All right, so then go to the rest of the parts and then go back to the GPU.
Yeah, I'll go back to the new GPU.
All right, so then all I have is the...
You get a case, a hard drive, and a... Oh, also, we didn't have any of those power supplies.
Yes.
I found this on our shelf. I think this is from a pre-built because it says OEM.
This is one that was in one of those cases. Remember the ones, the combo free power supplies?
Yeah, but you see how it says OEM, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, so just 700 watt.
Yeah, I would recommend the Roswell VSB 650 or the Raymax Cobra. One of those two.
Cool.
But just be like, make it funny if you want. Just be like, we somehow lost the power supply, so we have this one that, was that Raymax or Roswell?
This is Raymax also.
You can just say, yeah, we have this one that Raymax sent over that should be about the same performance.
Storage. Okay. Now our combo did come with that SSD, and Jackson mentioned we're adding a bit more storage here with this Toshiba 1 terabyte hard drive, which was made in April of 2018. It's actually newer than our CPU here. That's great. But 1 terabyte storage on a hard drive will be good for older games. I will say newer AAA titles, we've noticed some issues with hard drives, and that may be a video in the future we dive into. But this will still be fine for mass storage, saving a lot of files and stuff, and then loading our main important games on the SSD.
That'll be fun, won't it?
Yes, it will. The power supply. Now, typically for a power supply, we recommend you buy one new, and this is a new power supply, but the power supply we are using isn't the one we originally planned for this video, just because, well, we don't have one on hand right now, and it took a while to show up, and we didn't want to wait any longer, so we went with this 80 plus bronze power supply from Raymax, which is their 700 AC, so RX 700 AC, 700 watt power supply, going to be way more watts than we need for this build, but actually it'll be very nice when we test a higher end GPU with this combo later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But if you are building a new gaming PC or copying this combo at home, we recommend one of the Raymax Cobra power supplies, or, I'm drawing a blank.
VSB?
Yeah, VSB. Or the Roswell VSB that we use a lot, 650 watt, or even 750 watt if you want a little more wattage. Did you say price? I didn't say pricing of the hard drive. Did you put?
$12.
Okay. Let me go back.
McAllister, add this in.
And coming in around $12 for this hard drive, can't complain for extra storage for $12. And then I'll say the power supply price.
Yeah, 40.
And the price you want to be looking for that power supply is around $40. And then
you get this RAM off the table.
you get that. What's that doing there?
What is happening? What's happening?
All right. 2070 paid 10. Is that including the minus 32?
That's minus the 32.
All right, cool. Now for the GPU that's going to test this CPU. This is an RTX 2070, which after minusing the $32 we got from selling our old GPU was $109, which is really good price performance for a GPU like this with 8 gigs of VRAM. Main reason we went with this graphics card is it is Gen 3, which is the max limitation, which is the max supported bandwidth that is allowed on the 4790K and this motherboard. There is no Gen 4 support, so that's going to be interesting to see how this performs. And this is a much newer GPU compared to this CPU. So what kind of bottlenecking will we experience in games? Will this GPU be able to stretch its legs fully? We're going to have to test that. And then if things look like it's going to run really, I'm not going to say that, but. And to test things even further, we're going to throw in a Gen 5 card later in this video, probably like an RTX 5060, to see what would happen if you throw such a high PCI bandwidth GPU in a motherboard like this that is limited to Gen 3. Will we be able to use DLSS features and have no problems? That'll be a fun experiment to find out. I didn't do the case.
You can just say, and we're going to put all of these parts inside of
DS
this.
mid tower for RGB. And all these parts are going to be housed very nicely inside this GOMDS ATX case, which has 4 ARGB fans pre-installed, which is pretty nice. Comes in at $49 and pretty decent ventilation up front. Not too bad for the price. And again, all in all, around $400 for this entire build. And I'm excited to see with this testing what DDR3, more specifically this high-end CPU on DDR3 is still capable of in 2026.
Put this bitch together.
We'll put it together now, chat. And now I can swap back to this.
Now we can swap mics.
Yes. Yeah, chat. Momento por favor.
All right, I want to do like you know, some actual build montage,
Okay.
like just off your segue.
Okay.
So if you want to grab second camera to go ahead and start on that stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make some stuff a little different with the. So feel free to do different or the same,
Cool.
same but different. I'm gonna try to get some more interesting shots, some unorthodox ones, Matt.
You're getting the best views. You're getting all the views, guys.
Do you guys like? Do you guys feel like the stream is also different today? Is it crazy?
Building montage.
Oh, where's the pot? It's just styrofoam.
Ah.
Oh my God, the pot got left behind, chat. Hey Google, play Harris Heller.
Good different. Do you ever look through all the free games? Are you talking about through Prime? All the views and angles. Yes, sir. You're gonna have all the views and angles coming up here soon at the 48 hour, which was what I was gonna say. I didn't get a chance to mention it to you guys. It's been finalized. I didn't even told Jackson this yet. I didn't even know. The last giveaway item, the spare 4060 Ti we have sitting on the shelf.
Oh, that's cool. So we're doing a 5060 and a 4060 Ti.
Yep, so that has been finalized. That is going to be one of the, I think it's the last giveaway before the PC giveaway. So if you do exclamation point giveaway, you should be able to see all the stuff now finalized. Zagny's updated finally on the website, like the full final graphic and everything. Did someone, by the way, I wasn't paying attention, did somebody in YouTube chat test exclamation point giveaway? Because there should be a bot in there now that'll allow you to, what's it called? That'll allow you to see what's going on with the giveaway stream. 2 of us did and it works, beautiful.
It's got some fairly new thermal paste on it.
So basically what's happening with the YouTube thing, and it'll be in the title of the 48 hour stream, it'll tell people that giveaway is on Twitch, but there will be a timer in the chat and also a command that people can do over on YouTube that'll basically direct them to the website and they can learn more about it. There it is, it works. Toasty Bros giveaway events are hosted on Twitch. Learn more about the subathon here. There you go.
Whoa, someone wrote K on this thing.
Uh-oh.
See that?
Okay.
K. You're gonna like the thermal paste shot I have in mind. I wonder how good this cooler is gonna do. It kind of just seems like it's a little better than like a.
It'd be interesting what it is, because yeah, I don't know, you wouldn't be doing anything on this board, but the 4790K big thing is definitely overclocking that.
It is a Z97, so it's about as good as it gets for overclocking.
Not sure if I'll try to win anything, but I'll be popping in and out of the 48 hour. Nice. I already tested it, it works, let's go. Yeah, that'll be good. So YouTube chat's a little less confused. They'll still probably be confused because they're YouTube chat, but they'll be a little less confused.
Yes. Wouldn't be our YouTube chat if they weren't a little confused, right?
Doing pretty good, Armageddon. How you doing? Reminder, Jackson may or may not. Well, basically, there's not going to be a scheduled stream for Monday. There won't be a usual morning stream on Monday. So there is a chance that there might be a random pop-up stream, but don't just expect it as a bonus if it happens. I like your blue shirt with a cat on it. Thank you. Cat meme rocks. You're all confused? What are you confused about? Why are you confused?
They said, why is this different?
What's happening?
What are you guys doing right now?
Explain yourself.
Filming a main channel video on Twitch, and you guys are talking about different things? Ah.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm gonna tell McAllister with this one is I want the montage maybe slightly longer than normal. Like it's been a while. Remember back in the day, Matt and I's montages used to be like what felt like a quarter of the video. We used to go ham on them.
I'm confused every day. Well, there you go.
Oh.
They're just always confused.
Listen, guys, a really wise man once told Matt and I, don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. That's where I put it. Oh, he says, I'm confused because I fried playing Ark all night. Getting too old to pull the all-nighters. You did an all-nighter for Ark Raiders. What a guy.
Yeah, that sounds like horrible. I think I'd rather pull my toenails off.
Oh, oh, God.
God. Shit. I'm okay, guys.
That's crazy.
Everything is okay.
Was that wise man Uncle Touchy? Excuse me?
Uncle Touchy McFeely.
Touchy McFeely. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right now.
Just let Uncle take control for a minute.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Dude, I can't even like barely touch it.
Are the cables like too tight or like what is it? That
No, I think that the hub is just really, I think she's
Abused.
worn. You know what I mean? Like gaped, stretched out, all used up.
like our Twitch chat.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Semper Fi, brother. Semper Fi.
Supply of the power.
Has the power been supplied?
Just being awake at night is nice. So much background sound just disappears. It is very quiet
Whoa.
at night. That
was deep.
Early mornings or late at night. That's normally the quietest time.
It is the best time to game is late at night. Gaming in the morning would make me a little sad. I've done it before, but I don't know. It feels like school. It feels like school's about to happen.
I see it. Look at all the people in YouTube chat using that command. That normally have been like, what the hell's going on?
What is this?
I don't understand.
Well, the board
I
is
was
ready.
gonna say this might be the hard one to have a longer montage because the board is it is ready. Now just get out the slider,
Oh, dude, that was
let it go back and forth.
Let it honestly, a little bit of time lapse footage could be a little nice.
Go back and forth.
I'm not gonna touch the slider. I can't do it. I don't think I remember like how to use that thing right now.
Everyone checking your toast? Do you all feel like you got enough toast? There's gonna be a lot of giveaways. PC's gonna be 10,000. Most of the other items will be 5. So you need a good amount of toast.
Ooh, the GPU's been taken apart.
She's been fondled already. I don't have enough toast. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
well,
guys are gonna have to start farming because you're looking at. We still don't know the exact number, but you're probably gonna need like a good 30K plus toast if you want to do all the giveaways.
But then, if not, you gotta pick and choose.
Thank you for. We reached a
resub from
kilobytes.
Kilobytes.
kilobees.
Kilobees.
Kilobees. I haven't seen kilobees. I know kilobytes. Chat, what would be your vote on the color for the LED lights on this build? Should we go red or white, you think?
Can I buy toast from someone? No, toast is non-exchangeable. If you're willing to spend money on toast, why not gift the sub to get you the toast?
Yes.
That's how that works. You know that, right?
That is how that works.
So instead of saying I'll buy toast from somebody, you could just gift the sub that gets you the toast.
Does not come with an IO shield.
Oh my god. Build's ruined. Let's just delete everything we just did.
Now you know what's going to happen.
He's going to do a cutout.
It's like the USB-C adapters.
No.
Thank you for the sub overkill. You guys are going insane right now. What do we do to deserve this? Have we been good little boys, chat?
Thank you, overkill. Sorry, guys, I was dealing with something on my phone. Oh my god, 5 gifted. Thank you, TJ4 with the gifted.
TJ Khaled.
Matt and Mike. What's wrong with my mic? Oh, is that like looking down at this? Was I hitting my microphone? Sorry. Your mics are, oh, are they actually crackling? Ah! Matt, read chat
Holy
crackling.
crap,
I'm
guys.
chat, relax, relax.
You guys are going insane.
That's what yelling at us and saying the mics are crackling.
Well then.
Now they can hear us.
Chat, make sure you save some of those subs for that stream. You guys got a little over a week to save up your monies. Get your money up, chat.
Y'all need to get more subs to get our attention. That was the problem.
Yeah, let's just get on our phones. And then when you guys sub, we'll look at you.
No, we see both chats. Hi, James, I see you.
Hey, James.
Always throw a sub when I can for one builder to another. Much respect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Overt kill. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Chat, do you guys think this is it's gonna be pretty good, or what do you think? Mid?
Well,
I feel
YouTube
like-
chat said DDR3, really?
Yeah, I feel like someone in chat has this combo. I know there's like a lot of people who had like the i7-4790K for like a long time and just kept upgrading their GPU.
Lock in, brother. Lock in.
I mean, you know what's funny? In my mind, this build wouldn't be too weird with the 1080 Ti, and this is basically what that is. So I'm like, oh, it might be okay.
Mid, maybe.
Mid, maybe. That's all I'm looking for is mid.
Mid, maybe. Slide in, damn it, hard drive. Why is this shit not lining up now? You need to go in this way and I put it on the wrong. Install the hard drive forever.
I don't know how to install hard drives no more, chat. It's been too long. Is that McAllister already?
It could
Maybe
be.
Tom cleaning. Could be either.
It's McAllister already.
It is McAllister.
There it is. There's the one I'm looking for.
this point. Do you like spicy or do you like normal?
I like spicy.
I don't know if there's a price difference, but I figured if I'm doing this, I might as well get the one you want.
I like a spicy.
Thank you, McAllister.
Thank you.
No problem, Bob.
I think you and Zach will have fun with this video. We're doing a different little style.
What's that?
We brought back the, hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with it. No, I'm just kidding.
That would go crazy.
I'm confused.
No, we're
It's
just
a slightly different.
we're just doing like
formatted
a little bit of a
intro and
different
everything.
format.
Okay.
It's not too dramatically different. It's just we're in different spots saying stuff a little bit different. Breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burrito.
You're having a good time.
Despacito.
It's going pretty good so far. The flow is there. I think Matt and I are in flow state at the moment. Matt, do you feel like you've reached maximum flow?
Something like that. What is the process of this? Well, first of all, get rid of that question mark at the end, and then you can do exclamation point giveaway, and then it will tell you how it works.
Make it not a question. Make it make sense.
That has to be in backwards, because that is not going to work. Yeah, dog. We got flow. Yeah, dog.
We need a boomer in chat to help with the hard drive install.
Basically.
Matt and I aren't old enough yet. We don't understand. It's been too long.
Just take this back out. Let's figure it out that way. What's the case? This is a Gamdius case. It has Aura on the front. It's the Aura farming case.
Ooh. Yeah, this is one I don't think we built in before. This is Gamdius is more of a company that when I think of them, we think of like pre-built cases, but I will say I know Zach at PCBros, and we'll be doing a build with it on stream one day so we can finish his short. They sent us a new case they're really excited about, and I was excited about it because it looks very un-Gamdius-like.
You're building a DDR3 PC later today? Oh my goodness. Copycat.
Really? What are you building? Why? I'm just kidding.
Why would you do that?
Yeah,
How would you
what are
actually do what
thinking?
we're doing right now?
Yeah, we don't actually expect you to follow along. Are you this camera recording?
Not
No.
currently.
Oh no. I didn't know that part of that like thing you were saying was like a subtle way of saying like don't walk in front of the camera.
No.
So that's why I stayed back for a little bit. I was like, I don't know.
Nope, I was more just saying it to prep you in case you were editing it, you know?
Boomer, you rang? Like, how do we saw that?
You know
What
what
made
they
you want to
say,
click that
Can't
op
teach
spot?
an old editor new tricks.
I don't think that op spot code even works.
I'm trying to get my boy Zach to do things without asking questions. I'm like, he's like, what would you do to make this edit? I'm like, just do the edit. I'm like,
Just
whatever
code.
you think is right. If you ask me, I'm like, I'm trying to enable him to feel confident to just make a choice that he thinks is artistic.
Well, that's what we were literally talking about this morning, where I was like, I don't really want two McAllisters. Not that you're great at what you do, but I'm like, I think it's fun having another editor to give more change, more opinion, you know, more different.
No, I would like if you all could tell who edited. I would not like the audience to know specifically. I would like him to try new things.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a different opinion. That's why when he asks me questions, I'm like, no, let me stop. He's like, I just know what to do for this intro. I'm like, don't ask anybody. Don't
Just
ask
do it.
until you.
At least
done
try
a
it
few.
first.
Yeah, give it a shot. Do the first thing that comes to mind, even if it's bad, and then redo it if you don't like it.
That's free. You can enter the Jonah date giveaway for free.
For free. Yep. We're not even charging Toast anymore
What?
for taking Jonah on a date.
You have to take him on. Shouldn't he take you on a date if it's a reward?
Oh, that's true.
Okay,
yeah.
it is Jonah though. Do you really think he's gonna take anyone on a
Yeah,
date?
Jonah's not going to put
Do you
out.
ship Jonah to the UK?
Sure.
We could. Yeah, I think he could be international.
He could be an
He
internet.
really wants to go to Japan, so if you just make it look like Japan when he gets there, he'd probably be pretty happy. Look who it is. Speaking of the freaking devil,
Speak of the devil, he shall
My
appear.
little gubby.
your little guppy.
Didn't Jonah want to go to Japan last year, but then...
He's wanted to go for a while.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna stop wanting to go.
Well, I meant, like, what happened to his plan?
I don't think he had a
Money.
plan yet. I think it was just he was trying to get
And
to the point
money.
where he could do it.
I think it's that part of us where like everybody wants to do things, but you realize,
Yes.
oh,
Oh, yeah, everybody.
money. Like he has
Money.
a plan until one thing happens to a car,
Yeah,
or he wants something 5 times, which you have to resist that for a whole year.
he does want a brand new
to
car,
afford
so
it.
He does want to buy a new Z.
yep. It's been his thing for the last year now, I think.
Okay.
And it is a blast, correct. Foot train.
The foot train. Don't let Zach know about that. He'd,
Don't
he'd
talk about
love to hop on that
foot
thing.
train.
Yes, I like the.
I wasn't talking about you, but yeah.
Did you say 8?
Oh, I missed the whole thing.
I like to read that less as a compliment, but more as an insult to Jonah that he can't carry a conversation.
That and brain rot this early, that's crazy.
Dude, I forgot about having to buy flowers for tomorrow, and I'm not excited. I like. What?
Target actually had good deals.
Yeah, and I just don't like going and paying for what I will go to the grocery store next week and see them fucking $10 cheaper, and I'll be bitter.
Just buy them then. Just tell Cass say you have to wait till they're on sale.
How much do you usually spend on flowers?
It's all about looks. I look, and if I like it, then I'll get those flowers.
But is there like a max
And if
price that you
I mean, like, I have to get them, so I will pay whatever it costs to get the bouquet that I like when I walk in.
Okay.
So I'll go to one place, Kroger's or Target or whatever, because the flowers are flowers.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, this is not one of those things where it's like, if I get this T-shirt versus a T-shirt down at Walmart, I'm getting a different, like, synthesized blend. I'm getting a flower.
Yeah.
So I know I'm getting a flower, and there's no an orchid here is an orchid there. So once I see it and I like it, I pay.
Just
whatever
buy her a
price
thing
is.
of baking
But
flour.
sometimes I see like the full vase and like the whole thing. It'll be like $65.
No, she has
With
bases
the
at
heart
home.
in there. And like,
If I liked it a lot, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I have to feel like it's worth it. That's it.
Yeah.
So usually I end up spending around 25.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, we got our Valentine's Day mix going right now.
Did I see somebody say I need to edit their videos, or they
There you go.
need me in your life editing your videos? Because I wanted to see what that was. I'd like to see if anyone watching makes videos. You should have a spot. I don't know if there's a spot in Discord where you could like put down. I want to do a DIY where if you want advice on your video editing, I want to have a DIY where I can like watch one of your alls and give you some tips or some tricks.
So I do what Jonah does when he does his PC Parker DIYs, do a little app mention in Discord saying, hey, I want to review some editors or any editors in this server.
But it would be smart to add another section for it, right? That's pretty cool.
Well, no, I don't know.
Only if we're gonna do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's not worth just adding a section just for one thing and then it just sits there.
Because it takes
You got-
upkeep and like.
I mean, every little bit of bloat takes from that makes somebody search just one click more, which is more than I want to do.
Chat, where are the days coming? I'm just making you all wait for it.
Mike up McAllister.
We only have 2 mics.
We only have 2. I could be loud.
Cool. Alright, I want to check before I keep going on this. Before I keep mangling it. Go.
I want to see who it was that said they make a video though. I want to know.
Shit. Shit, fuck. Hey Google,
That videos.
skip please.
No, that's not the one. Oh, okay. Keep McAllister Mike will have an 8 hour stream. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. We have an 8-hour stream. Is that an insult or a compliment? You tell me, and I'll take it.
You can keep him entertained.
I'll take it either way. I just need to know. I'm not gonna try to assume your intent. That'd be funny. I like that.
Fuck.
This is the McAllister Glaze stream with Jonah, little Jonah on the ground.
Little Jonah hate.
There's this
Oh,
video
John,
called "Is It Worth what $500 PC Upgrade Challenge?" What's the name of the video? That's my day in the life. You gotta watch me for a month. You gotta watch me have a kidney stone and cry.
Yep.
I was really happy that happened. Honestly, that was a good.
He had
video.
the whole thing going there.
Like a little spot check, please.
Are you spotting
Ooh,
McAllister?
ooh. I don't have a physical. This is actually a shame. I don't have a physical D20 on me. Let me give you.
He will be joining the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be running D&D.
Yep, D&D towards
Street
the, if we all
Fighter.
get to that point, if you guys, exclamation point giveaway,
Yep, D&D and
it
Street
has all
Fighter.
the stuff of the calendar and what everything's going on during the
It's so cool
subathon.
to have D&D in the news set.
That's the goal, is to have it done.
Yeah, we're saying we can. It's just if it makes sense.
You just won't have the backdrop done. The back with the wall, like at very least, it'll have
It'll
the
be a gray
PC
wall.
set up
Ah,
with the mics and everything.
I got a 17 for the spot check.
You're rolling natty 17.
Is the next McAllister or Matt challenge? Maybe McAllister or Matt challenge.
I think I get a +3 to perception, by the way, so I think that's a dirty 20, just to be fair.
30-20, the nude set. What?
I have a question for you that I'm just curious if you think it would work.
Hmm?
Have you ever thought about putting it on there and then just taking a soldering iron and tapping out the holes? I know it won't look as clean, don't get me wrong. But
No,
I'm like, on a light setting, I feel like you could carve it out.
probably could. Probably wouldn't smell very good, but
No, wouldn't. I'm sure it would give you cancer at least a year earlier than you already. You know.
yeah,
You've done too much FDM printing, and we're all getting it now. It's happening.
probably.
Matt in his thong, his glistening butt hairs shine from the DD oil. What in the fucking fan fiction is this?
All right, it's time to do another one.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a
It's
while.
the same guy who wants to come and hump my leg.
Is it midnight?
Yep.
It's so hot.
You know what?
Don't beat me, Matt. LOL. You sound like you'd like that.
Because using Linux and Matt using a PC with old specs on DDR4. That's two different videos, but I would try Linux.
That is definitely two different videos.
There's two different videos for sure.
The problem is I'm like a scatter. The problem with Linux to me is I'm a very scatter hobby person, and I want to engage in too many that I don't want any of them to not natively work. Like the programs are going to be hard to learn Blender. I don't need to spend my time figuring out how to make Blender work on my software.
It looked like you had more problems when you were doing your Linux challenge, right? At least when I was editing the shorts, it seemed like you had some problems with it.
It was because I had an
Halo
NVIDIA.
kinda glitching
It's
out.
got an NVIDIA GPU. That's the thing I always tell people is like you can get it to work, but it's not going to be as good as using an AMD system.
I do have ADHD, by the way. That is, I know. It's
How
feast
could
or-
you tell?
Feast or famine in this bitch. By the way, Yakuza Kiwami 3 came out with the Dark Ties DLC. Great game. Speaking of ADHD, that game's great. I've been playing it. And
So is it the game that came out or the DLC?
They remastered the game, but in addition to the remaster, they added a new separate campaign. They're like,
pretty cool.
here's the remaster, which includes also new stuff during the campaign. It's good. It's fun.
All right, guys. Word of the day. Word of the day to
we
keep
guess
the
what
brain rot away. Guess the word.
Oh, guess the
Guess
word.
Guess the
meaning.
word.
Can we get the first letter?
No,
Come on,
just
that's a lot.
guess the word.
Curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon. There we go. All right.
Rapscallion.
Rapscallion is the
Oh,
word.
that was not bad. I was going for
The
a
word
person-
rapscallion refers to someone who causes trouble, often mischievous way. It appears in the same sort of context as rascal and scamp.
Oh, it did what it said. Now,
There you go.
Curmudgeon. I'm going to use a word people won't like if I use that word. It sounds like another word people are going to make fun of. But curmudgeon sounds like I can write it out, but if I say the word out loud, people are going to throw a fit.
All right, shields ready.
But
All right.
rapscallion
Plop shot.
would be more like high volume, high velocity antics. Curmudgeon's like being a Scrooge. All right.
All right, boys. Clear set. We're getting some filming.
I think someone asked a question about a video, the best video that edited. I don't know. There was one with race cars. That was really well edited. Let it be
I
known.
liked that one.
The one, the RC cars. That was
Yeah,
that was
that's
our
one of my-
pre-built challenge, new versus used, and we used the RC cars to determine who got what.
I was really happy with that one.
That one was good.
Return this.
All right, we'll get out of this. Yeah, good fun here.
These fucking guys.
All right, my God.
Chad, that was ADHD.
Chad, do you ever feel like they're a lot in the morning?
Chad, are they a lot in the morning, or is it just us?
Are we just being like over dramatic?
I feel like half of Chad is ADHD like them, so they think that's fun.
All right, so try to hit like a kind of like down low, like think. You know what I'm saying? Like focus shot when you put it in. Okay.
With my tongue out?
You can put your tongue out if you want. Yeah, it's a little too devious.
All right. So that shit does not want to stay in, so that wasn't going to work very well. It's a one-hit wonder. All right. Screw, screw, screw.
Curmudgeon.
I have ADHD, so I understand. So yeah, the point of this video, for those rolling in, they're like, DDR3 build, what is this? This is a Toasty Bros video we're working on, because of course, in the current market, it'd be very interesting to see what a top-of-the-line DDR3 CPU is capable of,
Thank you, Live Free.
with DDR3 being still cheap right now.
We got Live Free and Darth Tater.
Let's
We
go.
got, guys, I feel like we've gotten what, like, it has to be 10 plus subs this year.
Rolling.
Make that 11
All these
plus.
resubs, baby. Thank you for the resubs.
What's up, Ernesto? Oh, is it Friday? Oh, it is Friday the 13th. Ooh.
It is. It's a spooky day.
This would have been stream day. Would have been an unlucky day, but Valentine's Day, alas.
Apologies in advance, but ladies and gentlemen, I have to inform you, but you have lost the... Huh? What? Lost the game? What game?
Oh, this is where they're going to hit us with the crypto.
Okay. Oh my god.
They're going to say you didn't invest in crypto early enough.
Getting freaky for the only toast? Yes, sir. Only toast action. Wait, who? What is time slipping? What did he do? Because Grim's yelling at him, calling him an S-A-O-B. S-O-A-B.
What did time slip do?
Apologies in advance, but ladies and gentlemen, I hate to inform you, but you have all just lost the game. I don't even know what's...
Assuming it's like a quote.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Okay.
How come you never see Jackson doing anything for Only Toast? What do you guys want me to do?
Yeah, what is who's on the only toast?
Are we not bound? Apparently you are.
There's an only toast? I didn't even know there was one. Is someone here leaking images?
It's just through your bedroom.
Oh, okay. Look at all those PCI slots. Remember SLI? I know, right? Remember.
Ooh. Ready for like a crazy time-lapse shot, Matt? Imagine both angles, split screen.
Ooh, split screen. A double whammy.
Double the recording size.
So if you think about the game, you lose the game. Cool chat. Stay you, chat. Stay you.
All right. Ready speed run?
I'm ready for the cables whenever you have them.
So we're gonna try a 5090 in this.
Hell yeah.
48 hour?
Yep, let's go. 48-hour stream starting now.
Oh my god, that cable's short, dude. Holy.
Oh, that's all you got?
Oh wait, that's
Oh,
PCIe.
usually-
That's the other problem.
That makes it a lot better. Sounds like they make this cable a little longer on purpose.
It's like they have a reason to.
MattLovesToast.com. Is that my OnlyFans? Let's go.
Only toes.
My only toast.
Oh no. The power supply's in the way, Matt.
It's gotta go.
Where's front panel at? Does it only have a power switch?
Potentially.
No LED.
There's an
Where's-
LED button. Is it hooked up to a hub?
Oh wait, I see two more. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. You went right into my cable.
Put that cable right in my butt, young man.
Can I get that back when we're... Oh, here it is. I got it. Morning. Children of the devil.
Good morning, JoJo.
Man, you need a Drex for 48-hour. Need to see him putting a PC together blindfolded.
We actually
did that.
for a video.
Yep,
did
we
we
did.
finish doing it like that, or did we?
We
do
just did
something
it on
else?
stream.
That's
We
what
got pretty far with it. I don't know if we did.
Remember,
the
it
whole
was
thing.
painful.
Yeah. It was not fun.
It wasn't as fun or like as easy as I thought it might be. Because there were certain things that, like you just can't do. All right, HD audio. Is USB 3 on here?
Yeah. Here.
And then HD audio is ran.
Okay. Anything else? Or
That's it.
Do you you want to stop this shot here, or do you want to?
Yeah, yeah. You can go ahead and get just GPU now.
Jonah, could you frame me up, Captain?
Oh, it's a gigabyte board and a gigabyte GPU.
All gigabyte PC.
Didn't even plan for that.
I'm gonna be shitting today, by the way. No one asked for a tall try, but he got me a medium. And I just drank all of it. So,
Sound like I want to be real shitting.
get ready.
Boys.
Get ready, Sam. I'm gonna turn into a truck now.
Sam, my boy. My boy Sam.
Alright. Whoa, 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 where do you think you're going?
Just lining her up. Focused in.
We're good.
Oh, goodness gracious. Me, oh my. Oh, yeah.
Goodness, 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 me oh my. What was that?
Stream Deck update available.
The G.
I've clicked that update like 1,000 times and it just doesn't do anything.
I said no.
Now they've done half the video, Jonah shows up. Yeah, I work at 10, buddy. I know.
Can you imagine, chat?
I got soft hands, I know.
Must be nice, huh,
But
chat?
Jonah, I'm proud of you. You're employed. That's what matters.
That's
Yeah.
what really matters. I live for a paycheck.
And the paycheck keeps you alive.
Sure.
Can I do?
Oh no. You know what you must do. Send another one through, Jackson.
What?
Why would that make it any better?
PCIe.
For 20? No,
It looks so nice though.
I don't care. Matt told me today to stop taking your stupid bullshit.
Yeah, stop taking your
He
bullshit.
told me that exactly this morning. He said, quit fucking listening to Jonah.
Let Jonah yap, but when he hits the line of like, okay, I don't agree with anything he's saying, tell him to shut up.
Jonah, I'm uncomfortable with you being this close to me right now.
Look, there's another one right there.
I don't touch me.
What if I just started squirting you?
That's what we need for you, is a little squirt
Aggressive
bottle.
Squirting.
Oh,
Excuse me.
is that a category?
Jonah for the employees one. I'm shooting for the year.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I didn't see any employees staying till 5 yesterday.
No other employees drove to Indianapolis with us.
Right. It was hard sitting on that phone for 2 hours, to tell you what.
The reels were starting to get stale, chat. Some of them are recycling.
I ran out of battery at the last part of the trip, so I actually had to converse.
He had to talk to us.
Imagine.
Pretty tough, man.
All that ale.
Dude, I was freaking tired on the way home. I thought about just taking a nap at the wheel, honestly. Yeah.
Jonah, come, we need to talk.
No, we don't.
Who said that?
Hi, this is Matt.
Hi, Matt. This is Jonah. All right, send me another PCIe cable.
Another one?
Oh my goodness, guys. He did all the work for me.
We also actually filmed the intro, the
So I've heard.
talking. We've done everything, and we did it very differently.
Really?
Very differently. We started off in the DIY set,
Oh.
and instead of me talking, then Matt talking, and then sponsor, it was me. Or no, it was Matt, then me, then Matt again, then back in this room, then Matt, then me doing a smooth Jawa segue
Okay.
into the premium ad.
Okay, that's cool. I'm excited to see this.
And we thought we're not gonna do any benchmarks in the video. We're just gonna make a separate video for benchmarks.
That'd be a good idea. Then you drive it to our Toasty Clicks channel.
Oh.
And there you go. Did you know that you can do
The collabs.
well no, did you know that you can add on like on the main channel, like homepage, like it has like a second channel section and you can directly link other channels?
Haven't we had that for a year? You talking about?
You talking about like other channels where you just like link channels in a list?
No. Well, maybe. I mean,
'Cause
That's,
that's been
we've
around
had
for a
that for
long
like
time.
we've had that for like 10 years.
Because we've had those on there. Because for a while there, it used to be that people use that section as a way to be like, here's other creators we like.
no. Not what I'm
I know
talking about.
that.
Yeah. I saw this guy doing it. No, Robin Hood. You've already taken enough of my money, all right? Look.
Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood.
So it's on the actual video.
Look. So this is his main channel.
That
And
is the
his
same.
second channel.
That's the same element. He
Oh,
just,
it is?
He just renamed it to second channel.
Oh.
So you can move.
Scroll down, and you can move those elements. So if you
Yeah.
scroll down on our
Right.
channel, there should be the one that just shows other channels. It might just be labeled differently.
I think it's our other channels or something like that, or other channels.
We have our members.
Our other channels.
Oh, it's the okay. I
Yeah.
see.
So you can move stuff around. We can always
I
put it
haven't.
up higher.
I haven't moved
but-
it for. I haven't looked that far.
Yes. Yes. No, that is where our other channels are.
Damn, those gaming setups back in the day were hitting different.
Mm-hmm.
That was an early on thing. We tried the gaming setups. They took off. No one was really doing gaming setups like that.
No one was doing it like us.
It was the early revolution. All right. Does she work? She works.
Oh,
The motherboard's got red glow too, so it has to go red.
has to be red. Oh,
There it is.
there it is.
Chat, look at her.
Oh, why is the Gigabyte card blue?
I think it's cycling.
Yeah,
it's
it'll
cycle.
cycle.
I hope-
Software.
Will the software work on it?
Probably not.
You have to get like the old RGB Fusion from Gigabyte.
Which, by the way, I'm assuming you might get to it. Whenever we reset that thing, it's gonna need to get the
Giveaway?
RGB up front. No, the Alienware. The Alienware is gonna
Oh.
need like the Alienware Control Center downloaded from Dell's
Okay.
website.
Also, I cannot figure out the rest of the drivers that can come.
Which ones are missing?
There's like a PC, I think it's like a PCI one, and there's like an unknown device as well. I've went through like the whole list on their website.
I'm not sure. If you've gone through all the ones, I mean, those would be all the ones you would need to install. Yep, 4790K.
4790.
Yeah, as long as the Intel Arc drivers are installed, then I don't know what other
Oh,
PCI.
so you have to go to Intel's ARC website?
It could be that. That could
Intel
be-
Driver Assistant.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you need the Arc utility for the iGPU.
Yeah, this is pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How do people ask that every day?
All right, guys, we're gonna head off on a raid. If there is a guide to the raid, please send it on over. Once again, there's no like scheduled stream on Monday. Maybe it'll be a random one. We'll see. But next Friday is the 48-hour subathon. Hopefully, you all are ready for that journey we're going to be going on together. There's a Sweet Phil raid. All right, let's do that.
Oh, Sweet Phil.
Shout out Sweet Phil.
Sweet Phil.
Omar, if you're listening, hopefully you got something for your husband for Valentine's Day. But everyone, have a great time.
Omar's husband.
Omar's husband.
I always had a feeling you swung left field, Omar.
That's insane.
Matt got more Diddy oil. I think he's out. Thank you, Armageddon, Logical Mongoose. Midnight, appreciate it.
What's that?
I look like a PCIe riser. What was the cost? So this motherboard, so we bought the motherboard, CPU, RAM, 256 SSD, and a GTX 960 for 179 bucks. See you later, Vic.
Waiting, Sweet Phil.
Sweet Phil.
Phil, that's sweet.
He's so sweet. He's a little sweet pea. All right, chat.
Discord.gg/ToastyBros.
They're going for over
Subsection
350
Toasty
on
Deals
eBay now? What
today.
is? The combo's going for over 350? If so, I would not pay that. But anyways, see you guys. Oh, the raid's gone. Did it happen? Oh, Matt just hit it.